If you are a new dad in 2025, you no doubt have a lot of things going through your mind right now. This is the biggest thing that you've ever done, and you can sense it, and you don't feel ready for it. How could you? You've never done this before. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay. The universe has selected you for this time and place to be a father, to engage in one of the most noble things you could possibly do in your whole life. And as I frame it like that, now you're feeling the pressure even more, right? It's the biggest thing, the greatest thing, so therefore all the more opportunity to screw it up, right? There's other ways to think about this, and that's what I want to focus on. I remember being a new dad. That was coming up on 20 years ago now. And my very first struggle was with that confounded car seat. My wife had just delivered our firstborn son, and it was my job to go make sure the car was ready, the car seat was ready, and I was going to pick up my little family. And I struggled to get that confounded car seat installed properly. And I cut my hand open in the process. I was losing that wrestling match with the car seat for sure. And I got it in there, but I don't think I got it in there quite correctly. But it was in there, nevertheless. And escorting my wife and child into our Honda Civic. And that drive home was about a 30-minute drive, maybe 40 minutes. And it was kind of interesting because neither of us said a single word to each other the entire way home. I think, at least for me, and I think for my wife as well, we were both just thinking, how on earth are we going to do this? We have a human life here that we are responsible for. I was thinking to myself, so yeah, we just left the hospital, but what now? This kid's gonna start crying at some point, and then we're gonna have to do something, and I don't know what that is. As we were approaching our little apartment in the fourplex in Bountiful, Utah, I started to notice that there were other cars around me with people driving them. And it occurred to me that, oh, holy crap, these people used to be babies. And some of them are kind of quirky looking. But you know what? They survived. Somehow, they survived being a baby, and they were able to grow up and be driving these cars. So, if their parents could pull this off, then certainly, I could pull it off too, with, of course, my wife's help. We could do this. I can be a dad. I can do this. Okay. And I cried a lot for that first week. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel those emotions of anxiety and uncertainty and not know what's next. The thing is you can't be a perfect dad or a perfect mom without ever being one before. We think that we have to be ready for it, that we have to have read enough books, or we have to have saved up enough money in the bank. We have to be getting the hat tip from our parents or other people telling us that we're ready for this. Your parents never had that. My parents never had that. The only way to become something is to start doing it. And now is your time. You're a dad now. And you can do this. I promise you that you can. You have an inner wisdom. You have generations upon generations of humankind before you that have been working through this. And please do not worry about being perfect at it, because I think we don't have a great place for the word perfect in our language. I think we have a mythical sense of what the word perfect means and that it's possible to be that thing. And we're constantly banging ourselves over the head, metaphorically, for not achieving whatever it is that word means. And it's just not useful. Like, if we look around, you could look at any one of these trees. We could look at the bark, we could look at the ground, we could look at the rocks, and we could say, what's wrong with this tree? What's wrong with this rock? And we could come up with things that are wrong with it, that could be better about it. But is that really accurate? Is that really useful to say? So I just want to leave that thought germinating in your mind for a minute. Ask yourself if the word perfect has much use in your vocabulary. Ask yourself if being ready to be a dad is possible. I'm here to tell you it's not. And reflect on how each day you are given what you need to handle what is going to happen that day. You can do this. I promise you that. And that's it for now.